Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. Today I have a fun little project, a project to install an inexpensive smart plug and have it attached to Home Assistant. So if you're interested in this, then follow me along as I purchase an inexpensive smart plug and then configure it for Home Assistant to turn lights on and off. Just got back from Giant Tiger, found this plug at the checkout counter. I had a friend that was looking for a smart plug for Home Assistant, but he's rather new to the home automation game, so I decided to pick this up and kind of record how to set up a cheap, inexpensive plug into Home Assistant. After returning from the store, I checked online if the product was available at Giant Tiger on their webpage. And sure enough, it is. So I went to gianttiger.com, did a search, scrolled down, and found it. The device actually looks a little wider than it is shown here, but it is still available for $15 Canadian. They're in stock, in-store pickup for free. They can ship. I imagine they charge you a little bit. And the information here shows that it's compatible with Amazon and Google devices, custom settings, away modes, smarter, safer home. The plug comes in a fairly nice box. Lots of excess packaging. French and English instructions. And the plug. To be a real maker, you need spudgers. In case you're not familiar with the term spudger, it is a wide, thin device that is used to separate pressure-fit plastic components, hopefully without causing damage. Pretty much a pry bar. My spudger of choice, slightly bent Unlimited Innovations, the opening tool. GB5A. There's tons of these online. You can get them through AliExpress or eBay. They're not expensive. You will bend them. Buy a couple, keep them in your drawer. What you want to do is just come in through the side and hopefully find a spot where you can get a little bit of prying. You don't want to break the plastic, but you do want to find an access point. Second tool of choice, kind of a screwdriver-y looking thing. And we're in. A couple of gnars, but we made it. Here's the inside. There's a bunch of components. This is the relay, about 10 amps at 110 volts. Down here is the Wi-Fi card. I was hoping an ESP8266, and I was hoping for pins. Unfortunately not. That's a little... right up here we've got the contacts, the fuse over in the corner, and what else we got? There's the plugs. Unfortunately they're sealed. I can't push them through. I can't get access to the circuit board. Kind of a pain because I was hoping to reprogram it with Tasmota. It doesn't look like we can use Tasmota on this device because we have no access to the programming pins. The smart socket is still usable and quite easy to use with Home Assistant. We will use the Tuya integration within Home Assistant to attach to the device. In my opinion, there is a disadvantage of using the Tuya app. For my home automation, I like all the devices to be within my network. I don't like the devices going out and talking to a server offshore. The Tuya integration will allow you to communicate to the Tuya servers and still use this within Home Assistant. However, it is using an outside server. Now that we have the device back together, it's time to label it. I always try to label all of my devices either with a Sharpie or with a labeler, so you've got a fighting chance of remembering what you've done next year. Sometimes the devices get an IP address, sometimes they get a name, sometimes they get both. Depends on the situation. The way I understand Home Assistant deals with the Tuya integration is that it sends information out to the cloud. The cloud then responds back directly to the device. Then the device responds back to the cloud, which in turn tells Home Assistant. This is my understanding. If I'm incorrect, leave a comment below so I can correct it. Dr. Zzz has created a wonderful learning environment for the Home Assistant. If you'd like to know more about how to install the integrations for Tuya, there's a really good video that he's created with Paul Hibbart. I'll leave the link below. So once you've gone into your Home Assistant, you want to come down to Configuration, Integrations, and click the plus. What you want to find is your Tuya. Once you've found Tuya, install it, and it should, let's see if it will do it for us. Plugging the device in now. And Tuya Light 1. It's already found. It was really that easy. So now that we have Tuya Light 1 installed, we can start using it in our automations. That's really how easy it is. The video from Dr. Zzz is far more elegant than mine, so please by all means go take a look at it. And once again, thank you for checking out my channel, and if you think it was worthwhile watching, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe. Thank you.